Happy Sunday. Welcome into another Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 live stream. Welcome to Newark Liberty International. Didn't we do a flight out of or into Newark very recently, didn't we? I'm pretty sure we did. I don't know why, but it seems very, very familiar to me. We are going to be taking the beautiful A350. And I say beautiful because the 350 is a very nice looking plane. The model that IniBuilds has done is always good. The cockpit and all that jazz always looks really, really nice. The questions have always been around WASM crashes, CTDs, and performance. Those have always been lingering issues when it comes to 350. But based on the feedback from the community here, they are saying the 350 actually might finally be the plane that was supposed to launch a while back ago. God, well, how long has it been? It's been a while since the 350's been out, hasn't it? I don't even remember. J. Russ says the 350 is one of the most beautiful aircrafts out there. Looks so awesome IRL too. Yeah, I agree. It looks very, very beautiful. You know, it's funny because my wife, God, I don't know, what was the question? She asked me a question like, or I said something, I think I said Airbus, and she's like, and I said, you don't even know what that is. She's like, that's an airplane. And then she says, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference, but she says, I know Airbuses are big planes. I was like, well, there are small ones too. She's like, well, they're big though, right? I'm like, well, but the 350, of course, is a very big plane, right? Compared to like the 319 or 320, it's a very long plane. It's meant for international or long haul flights. Today we're going to be taking it on two flights. Two short flights, two flights that don't make sense for the 350, but three make sense for the stream here. And that is Newark to Boston and then Boston back to Newark. So it's going to be two nice short hops, and we're going to get a good feeling of how this plane reacts here in Sim Update 4, and then of course the latest build of the IniBuilds A350. And that release was on Friday, I think it was, right? Is that when the last update was for the 350? Okay, let's go and jump into the cockpit here. Now, I don't have, what's it called? A first officer, which is going to be really weird for this flight. So I don't have that, unfortunately, for this plane. But we'll make it work. I do have New Sky tracking it, though. So we have New Sky. And then don't forget, there's a contest that is starting with New Sky, starting tomorrow at midnight or 000 Zulu time. So whatever time that is for you all. So that would be, I guess, well, I don't know if is it Zulu time or UTC time. I guess it's UTC time. That would be in, let's see, do math real quick, 6, 7, 8 to 9 hours. I would say, let's say safely say 9 hours. That's when the contest will start. So the contest will be top 2 pilots who complete some flights and in New Sky. They have to be scheduled flights. So it can't be the free flights like I do here typically. So you'll have to be doing scheduled flights. And if you want more detail, visit the New Sky channel or Discord, on Discord. I've taught my wife to tell them apart, comparing Airbus to Dolphins and the Boeing to Shark. Oh, that's a great analogy. I like that. I like how that's beautiful. I should do that. She was starting to be able to tell them apart. See, that's cool. I'll be honest with you. I love aviation. I love my planes, of course, but I do struggle telling them apart. You know, the 737 and the 320. You know, well, yeah, around that. I will have a hard time sometimes telling them apart. You know, but like the 350 and the 777 and the 306, I feel confident in those ones. You know, EJETs and CRJs, MD-11s, etc. You know, those the Embraers. You know, I have no problem with any of those things. Sometimes I'll get things mixed up with the others. Okay, let's go ahead. I need my checklist here. I don't fly this plane frequent enough, so I need my little cheat sheet here. Okay, so my cheat sheet says to go up here to the top, and it says to do battery 1, 2. Well, those are off now. We want them on. Never mind, they're already on. I don't have cold dark, I guess. Okay, hold on. Let's go on down here real quick. Let's go over here. And let's go to, let's see, panel states on ground power. It's still off though. Oh, whatever. Uh-oh. Okay, so the batteries are good. Okay, cool. APU is next, and that's over here. Hit the APU start switch, and then start. Okay, APU is looking good. Very welcoming. And then we gotta do the IRSs. Those are up here. Now apparently the Rosefire is supposed to work with the 350 as well, but I didn't see a profile for it, so I'm a little confused on that. Okay, so we have all that going. I'm gonna go and do the pumps now so I don't forget. Okay, and then we'll get some lights lighting up on here as well. What the hell happened there? What happened? Okay, so if I do the beacon light, it turns off the ground power. Okay, remember that. Safety note, folks. Big safety note there. Logo on, compass on. Emergency exit is going to be armed. Auto there, and auto there. We'll do the wing lights as well. Okay, let's go over here to the left-hand side there. Let's go to the ops. Let's see. Fuel pumps on. Thank you for your membership. Thank you for your membership. Vince, when am I a member? Barry, oh, you got one yesterday. Irishman. Irishman sent out a whole bunch of them yesterday, and you got one. So thank Mr. Irishman for that one. Okay, so we brought in that information. We want to go over to load sheet, and we want to import this jazz. We want to set this, set that to instant refill. Okay. And then we want to go down. I think now we can go on down here, right? And we can go to init. Okay. And then we're going to bring this jazz over, insert it. What the hell is that? Sounds like a printer. Request the wins. Insert. Okay. Good. And then I guess we can go over to takeoff performance, right? No, that's not what we want. We want, what do we want to go to next? Fuel and load. Here we go. That's what we want. Okay. So here, we click on that button, and then we can go enter. Passengers are 324. Enter. Okay. Let's clear that. And that one. Okay, we got that. Now, we can go over to performance. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. And then back over here, we can go to takeoff and performance. We can sync with SimBrief. We can sync it here, and then we can compute. Okay, we got that, and then we can send that to the FMC, or FMS, sorry, and then confirm. Okay, that's looking good. Now we can go here to flight plan, and we can put in our information there. Let's go and get BeyondATC as well. Newark clearance, hello from Delta 33.3 Heavy. We are ready for IFR clearance to Logan. 33.33. P2, welcome in. Let's see. Yes, that was a printer. Look towards the back of the panel. It turns. You can turn it off in the settings. Oh, okay. 4006. And we're going to climb to 4000.
Cleared to Logan Airport. Radar vectors merit. Then is filed.
Okay.
Maintain 4000.
Runway 22 right's what I expected, and that's what I got. Cool. So let's go over here and go to departure. Runway 22 right. We have nothing else to go with, so that button there. Insert it. And then we go to Boston. We're expecting runway 33 left. Now this flight should be alright. The next flight we might actually start to get a little bit of weather in you know, on our flight. I think the weather's starting to shift over to the East Coast. The one that hit my area. I think P2's getting it today. Is that correct, P2? Okay, got that all set. And then it said to check your takeoff info. Confirm. Oh, because I changed the runway. Okay, that's good. We're looking good, folks. Looking good. Okay, let's... how do you switch this over to... Here we go. Alright, we're set. We're set. Alright, over here to the left-hand side. Wow, this... I don't know. Performance still is kind of... You know... Kind of Alright, APU is available. Okay, so we can go off, off. Okay, cool. And then... where's the... Here, here's the bleed. Oh, it's off. Okay. Alright, and then we can go over here and go chocks GPU. That's all discoed. Okay, I think we're ready. I think we're ready. Let's see, that would be cool. Maybe it wasn't around this, on the screen at the time. Yeah, okay. Captain, welcome in, good morning. Still waiting for wing flex overhead panel, going to be a mega one. Oh yeah. P2 got a mild, 6 centimeters of snow. Let's see, trying to set up the iFly this morning. Hope I can get a flight in. You were you having problems? You're new to the iFly, right? Because you're more of an Airbus person. One of the best flight experiences in economy has been the three. Okay, interesting. Performance has been hit. Hold on. Performance has been hit and miss with airliners in SimBrief 4. People are raving about. It's supposed to be better. Why is my why does it say out of range here? Newark ground Delta 333 heavy ready for pushback and engine start. Yeah, why does it say out of range?
Delta 333 heavy, Newark ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face northwest.
Northwest, like the airline.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face northwest. Delta 333 heavy.
Ah, Jesus, we're gonna hit stuff. Okay, let's push this direction. Hold on now. Yeah, let's push on out this direction. Then we'll swing her out here, and then we'll continue swinging her back here. That should work. Okay. Release the Kraken. And pushback commencing. Engine, so now I just hit the engine switch? I feel like I'm missing a step. What am I missing? Where's my notes at? Let's see, engine 1. Sync that jazz. Yeah, I'm missing something. Engine's not rotating. What am I missing? Oh, bleed. That's why. You idiot. Alright. Do we have to redo the engine? Oh, no, I heard something. I hear rotation. I don't see rotation anywhere. I think I hear rotation. I'm not seeing any indication of rotation. Why does it say out of range? I'm gonna... Why are we not seeing any movement here? Well, there's no rotation, that's fine. Alright, engine... Oh, I gotta do start, you idiot. Jesus. Okay, it's too early for me to be flying a plane. I don't fly often. Alright, let's try this again. Jesus. Okay, we'll get there, folks. But why does it say takeoff? What's this? Why does it say it's out of range? Okay, let's see. Bearded, welcome in. Let's see. It will set when your engine starts and arm reversers. Good morning. Yes, correct. Performance says, okay. Trim is auto set, JRuss says. APU's on. APU bleed. Switch engines on. Fuel check on. Same as the 320. Hello there, Will. Simbiation, rotation. I used to say this in my live streams. Invisible push cart. Yep. engine switch on. Don't worry about the out of range. Oh boy. I like Barry. That was perfect. Oh boy. Yeah, if I was a passenger, that's exactly what I'd be saying. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. Now they apparently did some work on the sounds, right? Is that what I heard? They did some work on the sounds? Alright, switch this guy over to this guy, and then go here, default settings. Click the button, and then confirm. Okay. And let's go down here and start engine number 2. Oh, there's the paper P2 was talking about. Oh. Where'd it go? Oh, right here. What'd it do? Oh, it's the load stuff. Oh, interesting. Very cool. Yeah, I don't know. Performance is still questionable. Now, I do have BeyondATC going, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm down to 16 LOD with auto FPS with this plane. So 99 frames per second, or not per second, but 99 frames. Yeah, frames per second. What the hell am I thinking? Jesus, this is gonna be a long night, or a long morning. Sounds are still eh. I think the next aircraft Boris will work on is the 350 since all the other popular ones have been done. Does Boris do Airbus stuff? I don't think he does Airbus stuff, right? I haven't seen Airbus pack from him. Newark ground, Delta 333 Heavy, ready to taxi to the active. Runway 22 right.
Delta 333 Heavy, runway 22 right, taxi via Alpha, Romeo Lima, Bravo, Romeo Mike, Whiskey 1 Zulu 1 Zulu. Hold short runway 11.
Hold short run. What the hell is that?
Runway 22 right,
Oh, it's
taxi via
multiplayer.
Alpha, Romeo Lima,
Alright.
Bravo, Romeo Mike,
I was like, wait a
Whiskey
second.
1
What's
Zulu
BeyondATC doing? Are you in a helicopter?
Runway 11, Delta 333 Heavy.
Alright, I think we're ready to taxi, so let's go up here to the top. Let's go to bleeds off, master switch off. Do I have taxi light working in this plane? Nope. Taxi light does not work in this plane. Alright, so taxi on. Beacon lights on. Okie dokie. Let's go. Arm those ground spoilers. Flaps need to be set. Flaps coming down. Auto brake. Okay. Where the hell are we taxiing to? Alright, throttle's coming up. We'll get there. Master copy, welcome in. Being sponsored by IniBuilds. I'm being sponsored by you all. You all are pressuring me. Just like you're pressuring me with the livery. Pressure, man. Pressure breaks my pipes. Alright, so we're gonna taxi out this way is where BeyondATC said. Just following their instructions. This seems kind of weird though. Okay, flaps are good. Takeoff config is next. I'll call up here. And then takeoff okay. Where's that button at here? That one's how the hell's that button at here? Alright, all green, good to go. We're on the wrong line. Bought the 350 on Black Friday, saving $20, Keith says. You know, I've had a love-hate relationship with this aircraft. My biggest complaint has always been the performance. And so far, I'm happy to... sorry, not happy. I'm convinced that the performance is still shite. Now, better than it used to be. Probably. But, like I said, I'm down to 16 LOD. 16 LOD with auto FPS, which means auto FPS is having a hard time trying to keep it at 100 FPS. We'll see what happens in the air, right? Because on the ground is a whole different story. We'll see what happens in the air, but the initial test here is showing me not great. It's showing me not great. The other thing is this plane takes a very long time to compile. You know, the first time, you know, after an update or a reinstall, whatever it be, it takes a long time to compile. Very, very long.
Short runway 11. Cross runway 11.
I think it was like a good 10 minutes, honestly. I was able to feed the cat, finish my breakfast. I don't even know what else I did. We all have a love-hate relationship with this aircraft. Irishman, welcome in. Happy Sunday to you. Irishman told me this morning, well actually he sent it last night, but told me this morning also to let you all know that at Zulu time, or UTC time, right? 0 o'clock tomorrow. 0 o'clock tomorrow. So in about 6, what is the math here? 6, about 10 hours, that the New Sky contest will be going on. So Irishman, if you'd like to post in this in the chat here to let us know exactly the details of the contest again, so we all know. There's the top 2 pilots who complete scheduled flights for the month of December on New Sky. On New Sky, has to be scheduled flights. So the ones that I do, typically free flights won't count. And then we have he has another special announcement, I think, with the next routes, right? I stopped looking at FPS after Jay's advice. The panning and moving camera is smooth. I like it. I don't know. It's not smooth for me. It's not smooth for me. I judge everything based on the FPS. You know, as long as the performance is consistent, that's all I care about. But I can definitely tell, just being in the cockpit already, that the performance is kind of eh. Now, I did say I want to give... where am I going? I did say I want to give it the fair chance and not do it on stream, because, you know, OBS does take performance weight as well. Newark Tower, Delta 333 Heavy, ready to taxi... Sorry, ready for takeoff, runway 22 right. Alright, ready for takeoff, 22 right.
Delta 333 Heavy, Newark Tower, wind 185 at 5, fly heading 220, runway 22 right, cleared for takeoff.
220. Light switches don't work either.
Fly heading 220, runway 22 right.
Wonder why none of my lights work.
Delta 333 Heavy.
Okay. Clear for takeoff, heading 220. So runway heading, bring those throttles up. Let's go try it, folks. Again, I want to give it the fair chance in the sky. Obviously, the sky is what matters the most. Jesus. A little too much power. The ground movement's really nice. I like the ground. I've always liked the ground movement of this plane. Alright, let's do it. Throttles up. And... SRS. Where's it at? The hell's a D-dent? Here it is, Man Lex. Let's go fly. At least we're flying it this time at an airport that is kind of meant for it. Not Santa Barbara. I think that's where we were last time, right? We couldn't even get the right config to take off, but we took off. We took off. It all worked out fine. Got a slight headwind here, 5 knots. That's a little bit of a crosswind, we'll be alright. B1. Let's rotate. Positive rate. Gear going up. Alright, good stable departure. Heading 220. Okay, very, very good. And flaps going up. Climb lever.
Delta 333 Heavy, contact Newark departure. Have a good morning.
Climbing out.
Contact Newark departure. Delta 333 Heavy.
I'm going to put in flight level 210 because that's our cruise today. We should get climb higher here in a second.
333 Heavy. Good morning. 1,700.
Ground spoilers disarmed.
333 Heavy. Newark departure. Good morning. Radar contact. Climb maintain 10,000.
10,000.
3031. Climb maintain 10,000.
Okay.
Altimeter 3031.
We should get a vector about 180 here shortly.
Delta 333 Heavy. Newark departure. Expect row victory. Runway 22 left.
Oh, we got runway change. Looks like Roebuck 3, runway 22 left, Delta 333 heavy. Okay, 22 left, we got runway change. I said the instructions. We will expect Roebuck 3, runway 22 left, Delta 333 heavy. Alright, give me my vector.
Delta 333 heavy, turn left, heading
060 left.
in about 1 mile.
1 mile. Roger that.
Turn left.
Alright, we're in the getting up into the soup here.
Delta 333
Where am I going? 060. 060. Alright. Audio FPS is up to 218 now, so that's a good sign. That's a good sign. Maybe things are turning around here. Maybe Newark is just a little heavier on the performance. Maybe a lot of traffic down there. I think I did lower BeyondATC down to 4. The traffic. I felt 5 was a little too much now. Now that they fixed the traffic thing. I feel like maybe 4 is more ideal for me. Alright, let's bring that nose down a little bit.
Delta 333 heavy, contact New York Center 118.975.
Okay, autopilot is on, lazy mode,
Center 118.975.
and we'll get direct to Merritt at some point. Merritt's pretty much our star.
New York Center.
Okay, let's see. Barry says, I will also try the 350. Is that a runway? Is that the runway? Okay, you're returning. I just want to thank you for the membership, is what Kobe says. Let's see, man. Lex in there. Jay and I were looking at IRL hand flying videos of the 350. I mean, notice the twitchiness is in there too. Oh, interesting. Yeah, she flies really light, but I've seen videos too where it's described like that by real-world pilots. Oh, interesting. Have you tried my WingFlex Cube with the 350? Oh, have to try the 350, the WingFlex Cube. The pilots were continuously moving the side stick as if it was a Boeing. Really? Isn't it? It's fly-by-wire, right? That's interesting. It's like grab a plane first sort of thing. Also, that's a traffic fix then. I moved up to 5. Oh my god, there's so many planes. Let's see. Lopez says, performance is incredible now. I can fly with cabin and get 100 FPS at London. My issue now is the FENIX. Oh, really? It's beyond, I think you're saying BeyondATC worth it. Hold on. Is ATC worth? I think you're BeyondATC, right? Yes, I would say very much so. BeyondATC is very, very good. Very, very good. Left 005. Alright, left 005. Good. We're still in the soup.
Contact New York Center 121.125, Delta 333.
Oh, just breaking out of the soup. Okay, looking good. The passenger demand at Yellowknife is not very high, so maybe that is also a factor.
Through 11,000 for flight level 210.
At Yellowknife. BeyondATC definitely worth it, was Irishman says. She's a beast to load in, but much better now. I did a flight with her the other day before the new sound update release, but I was happy with it overall. Still feels twitchy on approach though. Jay and I will be flying the 350 New Sky in December to see if we can make it profitable. Ooh, that'd be interesting. Is that the new design? Hover, yeah, the hover dash 8. Where are we going? 60.
Turn right, heading 060, Delta 333 heavy.
What else did I miss? About 10 minutes time. First time loading, I thought it had. Yeah, I thought it froze too. It's not as optimized as FENIX as far as FPS is concerned. Jumping in quickly before I had to dash out. Saw you're flying at 350. Thanks for coming in, Fly Guy Simmer. I stopped looking at FPS. Okay, I think I'm caught up with it all now. Let's see. I haven't installed, just haven't bought it. Or sorry, I've had it installed, just haven't bought it on the fence. So Pete's on the fence with BeyondATC. Direct Merritt now. So let's go on down here. Clear this jazz. Let's go to Merritt. Merritt. From position direct to insert. Okay, that's all good. I think we're direct now. Nav's on. Yep. Is this set for? Yeah, climb. Okay, that's all looking good. But the thing is, I'm noticing I have to click multiple times down here. I have to click multiple times. Now we're flying over New York now. The auto FPS is kind of flexing between. It drops and goes up, drops and goes up. So it's definitely, you know, what I should have done. I don't think I did, or did I? Yeah, I cleared out the 350 before I installed this one. Before I updated it. You always want to clear out the folder, the WASM folder. BeyondATC is awesome. One of the add-ons I cannot fly without. Yep, the one add-on I can never fly without is MSFS. The one add-on I can never fly without is Flight Sim. Is that what you're saying, P2? Okay, we got a runway change, so let's make sure we put it in here. The runway 22 left. Let's go. We departed 22 right. We're landing 22 left. 22 left, and the rest of it is all going to stay the same. Insert this jazz. Clear that. All right, it's all good. It's all good. That is New Sky Contest. Fly between Anchorage and Yellowknife as many times as possible. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, exactly. Think about it. I get it now. I get it, P2. I totally get it. The one add-on P2 can't fly without is Flight Sim itself. Because everything else is the base game. Okay, so we're almost at 18,000 feet. We're cruising up to 210. So we're going to do the return flight in the 350. We're going to see how the landing is in Boston, because Boston's typically pretty darn good for me in everything I throw at it. I don't know if I've landed in Boston before with the 350. I just don't know. Let me change. Hold on a second. FS realistic. All right, there we go. I haven't used it in a long time, so I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure how it's going to perform now. 122 headwind in Boston. Holy crap! 122 headwind. Jesus. What are we up to now? We're at 72. Yeah, okay, that's gonna be nasty. Let's see, I got lucky. It didn't dump a lot of snow for me. Oh, that's good. Hope to see the landing before I leave for church. Yeah, we should be on the ground here in about 20-ish minutes. So hopefully we can get on the ground before you take off. And then we'll do the return flight as well. Well, we had at least 8 inches of snow yesterday, and I got a bunch of heavy snow coming out right now. Which I think they're saying another potentially 2 inches today. So all in all, we might end up with like 10 inches of snow, 10 to 12 inches of snow. The amount of flights that were canceled out of O'Hare yesterday is crazy. I just looked at the board, and like it was so many planes were canceled. So many flights actually were canceled. So many flights coming into Chicago were diverted to other airports. So it clearly was nasty. There's a streamer who was broadcasting, what they call Chicago Plane Spotter or something like that. They were broadcasting, and there were no planes moving. The only things moving at the airport were cleaning off the runways for planes to actually come on in that needed to come in. But yeah, it was pretty nasty, They've been cleared out our complex like 5 or 6 times yesterday. My poor car is like just piled in snow. I'm so glad I don't have to go anywhere until Tuesday. I was a very smart person, and I did my little light shopping after work on Friday, came home and did the stream, but I have to go nowhere. I have nowhere to go until Tuesday for work. So Monday afternoon, I'll go wipe up the car, get it all ready to go, so that I can take off for work on Tuesday. I was thinking about getting a haircut tomorrow, but you know what? I really don't want to go outside. I'll stay inside. There is a guy live streaming from Toronto. Very cool. Check out Temporary Window. That's the name of it? Temporary Window? I like that. That's a good name for like plane spotting. Temporary Window. How much would the paid upgrade of the 737 for 2020? So I'm thinking it's going to be about $25. That's my guess. I'm thinking 25 bucks. They, last I heard, well, they initially said like a cup of coffee, a single cup of coffee. They didn't say single, but they said a cup of coffee. Single, not plural. And then some other point, I guess they said cups with an S, so plural. So I guess it really depends on your definition of a cup of coffee, because there are so many different types of coffees available. So I'm going with 25. I'm going 25 for the upgrade, and I think it's going to be $73.80 for the full purchase if you don't have the 800. Scott, thanks for the subscription. 35 Canadians. Hard pass if it's beyond 10 Canadian. I will probably end up getting it regardless. I don't own the 800. I've always thought about getting the 800. Because the 8 and the 7 are the most commonly used versions of the 737. And it's going to be nice to have an 800. So I've just never had a reason to buy it. This will be the reason to buy it, just because I'll have access to it. So I will get it. I will get it, not happily, but I will get it. And then I'll have to make the decision if I get the 700. Maybe I won't get the 700 upgrade depending on the cost of that. Maybe I'll just stick with the 800. Like Southwest mostly flies the 800, right? So we'll see. It's all to be determined. All to be determined. Again, I don't want to talk bad about PMDG, because they are great planes. They perform well. They don't have bugs. It's rare that they have crashes, CTD crashes and WASM crashes and all that jazz, right? It's very rare. Their planes are just stable. They're the most stable aircrafts we've had in the sim period. I would say FENIX and then iFly are coming up, with them as well in terms of airliners. So, you got to pay the price for that. And the price is what PMG says it is. And that's life, As long as we continue to buy it at that price, that's just how it's going to work out. It's no different than how we've been seeing a rise in video game costs, right? Remember, games used to be $50 and they used to be $60. Now they're reaching up to $70 and $80, and there's rumors that GTA 5 is going to be, $80, $90, right? Nintendo, you can't buy a Nintendo Switch 2 game under $70. They're all $70, right? So the consumer will continue to buy it. That's just kind of how it's going to be. As long as people continue buying it. If McDonald's jumped the price up for all their chicken nuggets to $10 and people kept buying it, guess what? McDonald's is going to be like, that's profit. People want my nuggets. I'm going to sell them for $10 then. If pricing is the only thing people complain about your product, then you have a good product. Yeah, I agree, P2. I agree, P2. I don't like PMG's consistent tease. I hate the consistent tease they do out there. I'm going to show you a picture here. I'm going to show you a picture here. I don't like that. I understand people wanting to get information. And I understand... I like iFly's approach. I like FENIX's approach. And I like BeyondATC's approach. All three of these developers, they'll give you stuff when it's time to give you stuff. Right? They're not going to tease their product. They may let something out, such as we're working on this, or we're working on that, or this has been delayed, or we're pushing this back because it's not ready. They'll let you know that, but they're not teasing you with a bunch of stuff. It seems like PMDG likes to tease it every single, 2 days. Here's a new screenshot of this. Right? So, I guess that's my other complaint with them, is they just like to do a lot of teasing. Jesus, would it be 73.76 for the 600, 73.77 for the 700, and 73.78 for the 800, like the 777? I think it is going to be Barry.
Contact Boston Center 124.85.
New Sky contest rules have dropped. In the feed, folks, in the feed. Let's check it out.
Boston Center, Delta 333 Heavy.
Let's see, my airlines. Okay, hit the button. Okay, so in the feed is here. All right, here is the feed, folks. Here's the feed officially today. Schedule flights contest rules. In order to qualify for prizes, each pilot must fly to or depart from the following 2 airports. Ooh. PANC and CYZF must fly to or depart from the following 2 airports. The pilot with the most flights have done. The pilot with the most flights and have done the above will win. Contest starts at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, December 1st, and ends midnight ETD, December 31st. This is a scheduled flights only. Free flights and charter flights will not count towards your totals. Every plane in our fleet is available and have been scattered throughout the contest area. Hint, a couple of you will have an advantage if you are quick enough. Have fun. So there you go. Must fly to or depart from PANC or CYNZ. So Anchorage, right, and Yellowknife? Is that right? So those are, you have to depart from or fly to one of those 2 airports for our contest. And then the prize will be announced at a later date. I have an idea what the prize is, but will be announced at a later date. So if you don't have New Sky, join our virtual airline, which is on newsky.app. It's completely free. And search for Fly Lex, and you can get this cool livery we have. You see there on the screen. That is our livery, pretty much. And we have it for the iFly, and we have it for the 319. Coming soon is the 321 and the 320. So come join our virtual airline that Irishman has done. Again, it's 100% free, no really major commitments, and it's just a good time. So that's what we're doing today as well. We're on New Sky with this flight. All right, we got clearance for descent. Descent's going to be right up there, it looks like. Right? Yeah, I think it's right there, top of descent. Let's see, the A320 Neo sounds were amazing in the video they launched yesterday. They launched a video? I didn't watch the video. Had to change the time, is what Irishman said. Yeah, I didn't watch the video. I didn't know there was a video. I just kind of skimmed through the notes. I see their notes are crazy. Like the reasons why I like FENIX is the level of detail. The level of detail is incredible. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Moza, Moza, Moza. All right, I think we reached top of descent now, so let's go ahead and begin our descent. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put in. Oh yeah, runway 22 left. So I can pop that in the box here too.
Delta 2388, contact Boston approach 120.6.
All right, we're gonna drop down to. Well, let's go 4,000 to start off with. 4,000 feet. Can I just hit this button over here? There we go. All right, 4,000 feet, and then let's go on down here. We're going to enter in our destination info. So bring this over back to FMS, and then we're going to go over to performance. There we go. And an approach. All right, our winds. What's our winds like? Our winds are 410 and 11. So 410 at 11. Enter at 11. Enter. Our temperature is a blistering 4. Our QNH is 3039. I have to do the dot here, I think. Yeah. Enter. And our minimums are going to be 216. 216. All right, there we go. Approach is set. We're making our descent. All looking grand. Moza shell. Hey, I'm very happy with this MTQ. I'm very, very happy with it. I'm still very honest. Like, I didn't know for sure if I was really going to like it. It was a, you know, when I saw the initial announcement of it, I was like, okay, it looks interesting. And then I saw some other videos out there. I was like, it doesn't seem to be for me. And if my Honeycomb Bravo didn't die out on me, I don't know if I would have bought it. I probably wouldn't have, because I was pretty happy with my Bravo. I was considering, you know, there's a brief consideration if I was going to buy a new throttle quadrant, but I convinced myself not to. And then things worked out the way they did, and it's one of the best purchases I've been able to make, honestly. It is really, really good. I'm very happy with it. Alright, looking good on descent here. Alright, I'm going to step away for a second, give the cat a little bit more food, so I'll be right back. Alright, cat is fed again. So I also put up the Christmas tree yesterday. We have just a little tiny Christmas tree. But I put the Christmas tree yesterday. We have these artificial scented pine sticks. You know, so it gives like smell of pine. Very cool. So now the whole house smells like pine cone. It's fantastic. I also have it set on a timer, so the lights turn off and on at the times they need to. Okay, here's the deal. Moza needs to make a 6-axis version of that TQ. And there needs to be good modding community, the same we have for the Bravo. Then it's worth a consideration for me. I don't think they're going to. Because for the most part, it's very similar to their fighter quadrant. I'd say it's very similar to that. So I'm assuming they're reusing a lot of parts. You know, that helps keep the cost down. I don't think they're aimed at GA stuff either. So that's why I don't, you know, I know there are some planes that have, you know, 4 engines and whatnot, but I don't see Moza doing that. I think this is the product they have. This is what's going to be out. I wouldn't be surprised, though, at some point they release some sort of force feedback throttle quadrant. That'd be kind of cool. But I don't foresee it happening. Not from Moza. Third party? Yes. I think third party's plausible. Because there's just, you know, there's just a couple of prongs on the bottom of it. Let me see. If the sale is still up tomorrow, I'll probably get the 350 that Joe says. Welcome in, Joe. Yeah, you know, again, I have a love-hate relationship with this plane. I'm getting 250 FPS now. Or sorry, 250 LOD with auto FPS, so that's good. That's good. We're going to see how it is in Boston, though, when we land into Boston. If we get kind of, you know, if we get all kinds of stutters and stuff, then we know there's an issue. What I'm going to do for the next flight is I'm going to actually delete the shader, or not the shader, I'm going to delete the WASM folder again. Because part of me thinks I didn't on this flight, and I want to give it the fair assessment, and you always want to do that. Now, the other day yesterday, I did clear out my scenery index. I cleared out even the rolling cache folder, and I cleared out the cache folder as well. So I cleared out all that stuff yesterday just for fun. I also did remove a couple add-ons for Flight Sim. So one I removed was I had vPilot installed because I was going to do the VAT Sim stuff, but I've given up on that. The other thing I was going to do was, or the other thing I uninstalled was Atmos. I installed Atmos, the beta version, and the Sim Update, the reversion or whatever, previous one. I deleted those as well, and it's because I don't know. I don't think I'm going to use Atmos again. I say that now, and I'll probably reinstall it, but yeah, I did those as well. Let's see, where's the WASM folder? Captain, are you on Steam or are you on the Microsoft Store version of Flight Sim? I always forget it. That's clearing out the, I always forget that, yeah, clearing out the cache stuff, yeah. It's important, especially when you go from sim updates. And if you start noticing performance issues, it's always safe to do that. Now, remember that when you do this stuff, it does take longer for the sim to load. It does take longer when you go to different airports and all that jazz. So keep that in mind for sure. I wonder why my light switches don't work. I'll have to check that out. All right, got the lights on. Like I said, I want to give this plane a fair chance. You're in the Microsoft Store? Ooh, I don't know where it is in the Microsoft Store. I don't know where the folder, the WASM folder is in the Microsoft Store. I know the Steam version. The Microsoft Store one, it hides it somewhere really good. The Steam version's pretty easy to find, for the most part. Very easy. If anyone is in the Microsoft Store version, or has the Microsoft Store version of Flight Sim, and knows where the app folder or the app data folder is, you know, with the cache and the scenery index, please post it in Discord here. Delta Tango, welcome in. How much snow did you get up there in Wisconsin? I did have a good Thanksgiving. I hope you did as well. Yeah, we had some turkey, you know, the typical here. You know, just my wife, I, and my cousin. And it was grand. It was grand. I did a lot of flying. I did a lot of flying. My wife did a lot of playing Avowed. It was great. Great Thanksgiving.
Center on 128.75, Delta 333 Heavy. Boston Center, Delta 333 Heavy, descending via Roebuck Tree,
10 inches east of Madison. Holy crap. You know, I did a flight out of Madison Friday. Yeah, Friday, and it, Friday night, and it was snowing like crazy there. And I was like, oh boy, is this a storm that's about to hit me? And it pretty much was, wasn't it? Haven't gone outside yet. Yeah, I haven't gone outside since I got home at, what, 3:30 on Friday, and I haven't been outside since. Have not been outside since. I think we're sitting at, I think we're sitting at 8. It's heavy snow right now again. So, and I think they're saying an extra 2 inches. An extra 2 inches today. So we'll probably be at 10. Probably be at 10 by the end of today. I'll show you a picture here quick. I'll show you a picture right quick. You know, we've been in Illinois now for 5 years, and this is the first time we actually got a lot of snow. So here is what the outside looks like for me now. My little car here is like piled with snow. Look at all these cars. So you can see there's a lot of snow out there. My wife was saying it was 6 inches yesterday when I asked her. I think it was at 8. I think O'Hare said it was at 8 at the time, or in the evening yesterday. Snow is done here. We'll have to go out and clear it this morning. Ugh, yuck. Jay, how you liking the 350? Well, it's, you know, I've always liked the plane itself. My biggest concern with it has always been performance. It's better definitely in the sky now. I'm getting up to 250 with LOD with auto FPS. That's good. But I did notice some hesitations, a little bit of stuttering in Newark. So maybe in Newark wasn't optimized very well. Maybe there's a lot of traffic, so that was playing with it as well. The next flight we're gonna do a return flight, so Boston to Newark for the next one. But for the next one, I'm going to clear out the WASM folder. So bear with me. It's going to take a little bit while we load back into the sim. But I want to give it the fair assessment, because I don't remember 100% sure if I did. But I do want to give it the fair assessment here. We need a Flylex Intercontinental livery. Do the heavy babies in our airline. Well, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do the 777 for sure. The 777 for sure. I don't know about the 350.
Altimeter 3039er, expect the visual approach runway 4 right, Frontier Flight 3348.
Let's see, 7,000 feet. What else we got here? It's a dusting. P2 says. Delta says, so even though you even though you don't have you don't have to shovel your driveway, you still have to dig out your cars. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Chicken, welcome in. Yeah. That's a tomorrow mission. It's supposed to be done at some point today. And then I'll clear it out tomorrow. I flew the 350 into Abu Dhabi, and it was okay. I hadn't cleared the WASM folder too. You hadn't cleared it out. Oh, interesting. I just want to give it the fair chance. That's all. You know, clearly I harp on IniBuilds an awful lot. And, you know, I'm not saying that they listen to me by any means. They likely don't even know who I am. But maybe there's been enough conversation from people that they're like, okay, maybe we do have to fix our company or the way we operate and have, you know, more focus on performance. And you look at the 350, or sorry, the 340, and the performance is supposed to be amazing. Manchester apparently is supposed to be really good. So, you know, hopefully enough people have made their voices very loud and clear, and IniBuilds listen to it. You know, I like a chicken fry. A chicken fry. Cold beer on a Friday night. Abu Dhabi. I'm really bad with sounding out my words. I'm awful. Public education. I blame that on North Dakota, Minnesota education. Lex, maybe fly a 350 outside of the stream once to see if OBS is hurting performance. Yeah, I will test that. I will test that for sure. It's a song. Prince Ali Alubi. I don't know the rest of it. There's the WASM folder. There's the WASM folder. If you're still here, for the non-Steam version. So you go in there and you just delete the folder that says, well, you go into the WASM folder. Inside there's two other folders, one that says 2020 and one that says 2024. Go into the 2024 one, find the 350, and delete that folder. Just delete the entire 350 folder. That just deletes the WASM. That just deletes the compiled stuff. So, you know, when you first load in, it deletes that stuff. That's all. Alright, our airport is over here. Descent's looking good. We're at 5,000 feet holding. Why did it look like we didn't have an airport lined up here? I mean, our runway. Because we don't. What the hell? 22 left. ILS. That all stays the same. Insert. Insert. There we go. That was weird. You saw me do that earlier. If the 380 is as good on launch as the 350 today, I'll buy it. I'm not a huge fan of the fly-by-wire though, so it's me. I did pick up the 350 on sale. Here's hoping. Yeah, it's you know, again, the 350, it's a fun plane to learn. It's a fun plane to fly. If you can deal with the performance issues, you know, I've always said it's cool to have. It's cool to have. It's just when you fly in the 777, the FENIX, the iFly, the CRJ, the EJET, the 306, you know, pretty much any other plane. Then you fly into this one. You fly with this one. You're like, what the hell? You know, that's kind of the issue with this plane. it's that. Outside of that, like, it's a fun plane. It's a really cool plane. These screens are crazy. They're cool. I love the tablet here. It's in depth. There's a lot going on with it. The sounds are questionable. The flight handling has improved a lot. Apparently, real world pilots fly it more like a Boeing. You know, so I didn't know that. That's kind of cool, you know. Let's see. Hey, pilots, please consider hitting the like button. Thank you for that, Delta. IniBuilds is planning the 380. Yes, sir. We're going 3. The current price is for the 350 is ideal. Have you tried flying the 350 with no cabin to see? Yeah, this is a no cabin version. This is the no cabin version. All right, so we got to disconnect. I think we're supposed to be going still though. Yeah, I think we're still supposed to be going out that way, but that's fine. Let's see. At our waypoint, we want to be at 4,000 feet at Knoll, and then at Wayne, we want to be at 3,000 feet. I don't think we're supposed to get disconnected there. I'm gonna go ahead and turn us. Let's go to approach mode. Alright, LS is on. Localizer has been captured. We're above the glide slope right now. Oh no, yeah, we're doing good with the glide slope. I don't think it's coming. They even said no to 330. 350 from Phoenix, oh boy. Yeah, I wish. 350 would be great. I fly 350 without cabin. Lex, maybe try that. Yeah, right now I'm flying without the cabin. Flying without the cabin. 13 nautical miles out, looking good. I have a feeling that Phoenix, I have a feeling Phoenix to make a ATP next. They will stick to perfecting the 320 series. And I just get ready for church and back just in time for landing. Perfect. All right, there's Misty Apex on the ground. Let's see if we can land this buddy. All right, flaps. Let's go on down here. Activate approach mode. We're awfully fast. I'm gonna switch over to tower. I think we'll purchase Phoenix 320 Neos on day 1. Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too for sure. I'm excited about it. Looking good, looking good.
2,500.
Yeah, I gotta listen to the sounds. I didn't know they even did a sound one. Alright, gear coming down. Flaps 2. We're over speeding. It's alright. It'll be alright. It'll be alright, folks. Don't worry about it. We're okay. We're okay. Delta Tango, thanks for coming in. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Love when you come on in here. Alright, I'm gonna switch over to the tower. The disconnect with the vectors kind of, I think, broke things. I don't think this is BeyondATC issue. This is,
Boston Tower.
This, I think that was, I don't know why it disconnected.
Visual runway 22 left.
Alright, flaps 3. Spoilers are armed. We're continuing, runway 22 left.
Roger, Delta 333 heavy.
What do we do, 3 or 4? What do you do for flaps? Should we do 4? What do you normally do, P2? And J. Russ? 3 or 4? We got seconds to make a decision here. Seconds, folks. Coming in. I'm gonna switch this over to LS. Alright, we got a slight crosswind, 20 knots right now. Auto brakes. Auto brakes. I'll wait for a touchdown. Boston is my original hometown. Ooh, nice, Delta. Boston's your original hometown? What brought you to Wisconsin? Alright, full flaps then. Full flaps it is. Here we go, folks. Let's do it. And... AP disconnected my aircraft. The pressure's on. The pressure's on. Oh, we got fours all over the place. Okay, so flaps 4 for everything. Climb? What am I climbing for?
Maintain vertical speed. Maintain.
What, do we got a plane somewhere? Did we get clear to land yet? No, we got continue. Alright. Doing good, doing good. Maintain, maintain.
Clear of conflict.
Clear of conflict. Must have been a plane right below us.
Maintain 4,300 feet.
On the go. Fly runway heading. Maintain
Who's on the go? Someone's on the go. We're on the go. Not us. We're landing regardless. We're not doing a go.
500.
We're landing. We're coming down.
Contact Boston approach 120.
400.
400.
Boston Tower, Frontier.
Good. Looking good. Stable.
Full right.
Stable. Slightly off course. Make adjustments.
300.
Bring it up. Bring it up. Stable it. It's a long plane. Alright, we got it. We got it. I still haven't gotten clear to land. We're awfully close to not get clear to land. There's a plane taking off in front of us.
200.
I guess we're landing regardless. Okay.
Boston Tower, Air Force
100. 90.
Stable.
80. 70. 60. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. Retard. Right.
Idle. Oh, Jesus. It hit a lot faster than I was going to. I thought I was going to. Alright, reversers. I don't think reversers worked. I gotta fix that. There's reversers. Okay, that caught me off guard. I heard the 30 and then just boom. Alright, we'll exit here. I'm not sure what happened with BeyondATC. Kind of just said continue and then forgot about me. Okay, I'm on the experimental build. So, things like that's gonna happen. Alright, welcome to Boston. Maybe you got Sprite and Coke everywhere. Landing lights are turned off. And looking good. Okay, Boston performance is really good. Well, that's about the same. It's not bad.
runway 4 right clear to
I do feel it's better still in the other planes, but it's significantly better than it used to be. Significantly. Do I need to call maintenance? Probably. Probably.
Roger, procured 5820.
Okay, so that was a pretty good flight. That was a pretty good flight. I won't lie. It was pretty good. Everything worked out very, very well with the plane. No WASM crashes, no major freezes, nothing like that. So it was a good flight, a good showing from IniBuilds 350. A very good showing. We'll see what we got with New Sky. It was a hard landing. 350 something. The only benefit we might have with this is that we have it should be challenging conditions because of the crosswind. So that might be it. Wicked awesome landing. I don't know if it was that awesome. It was definitely hard. We got hot brakes.
Runway 4 right clear to land.
Now I have conflicting profiles set up for this aircraft. I think this is I'm not sure what profile this is actually pulling up. I'll have to check that actually. That might be why some of the lights don't work and whatnot. I'm just gonna park over here. I'm just trying to find a gate that actually is long enough. Or far enough back, I should say.
Boston Tower, Jim 2431.
So let's go up here. Let's turn off our taxi lights. That's off.
348, go around. Fly runway heading, maintain 4,300.
Alright, then we're gonna go ahead, restart the sim,
Fly runway heading, maintain 4,000.
and we're going to clear out the cache. My cache is gone. Moza took all my cache. And then we're gonna try the return flight and see how things go.
Contact Boston, approach 120.
Alright, park and brake is set.
Flight 33.
And let's go over here to this dude, and we're gonna go to, let's see, ground, yep. And we wanna go to chocks, GPU, that's connected, on to auto. Those are off, that's off. Okay, and let's turn off this guy. Engines are turning off. Let's clear out BeyondATC, see if that helped with anything with the performance. Oh yeah, huge difference. Huge difference. Yeah, it might be BeyondATC. Plus the heavy aircraft. Alright, let's check out when New Sky is. Let's close on New Sky. And while we're doing all this jazz, we'll restart the sim. Oh, 968. Oh boy, that didn't look good. Alright, let me go ahead and clear out the sim real quick here, because this is going to take a second. Need to call maintenance. Let's see, no starters. Yeah, there was no starters on landings. Very good. Which then led to the correct fiance. Married 25 years. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, Delta Tango. Gonna start a new Sky 350 flight right now. Fantastic. Flare at 50 for the 350. Yeah, see, that's what I screwed up on. I'm so used to the smaller planes. So used to smaller planes. So yeah, I have to readjust that one. Have to readjust that. All right, real quick, let me go ahead and clear out this WASM folder. And WASM 24 350 delete. All right, that's cleared out. Let's restart the sim. All right, New Sky got 968. 968. No joke, my Monmouth really did work at Harvard Yard. Took the T, though, no parking. What? It was just a Boston thing? Are you doing the Boston accent stuff? That's awesome. Crossing a runway. Yeah, there was that plane crossing the runway. Okay, so we got the sim launch. Oh, here we go. So here was the score. 968 on land for New Sky. So we made 15,000 for Irishman. It was challenging conditions. No beacon light on for 157 seconds. That must have been the departure, I guess. I'm not sure. The beacon light was confusing. I'll look in the options. See if I can disable that feature in the 350. Because then the APU switches over with that. I don't like that. But other than that, it was a good flight. It was the beacon thing that I got hit on with New Sky. So we'll keep New Sky up. And then with APL, so this is the return flight we're going to do, but with APL, what was our score? Probably the same, like a 9? 9.5? 96, what the hell? Oh, because it was hard landing. A 453, Jesus. Flaps up. Didn't I bring the flaps up? Oh, I didn't. Son of a bitch. All right, flaps are up now. All right, so flaps, I didn't do flaps, and then it was a hard landing. Okay, so we're 96. Well, make sure we get 100 in this one. All right, we'll do a better job. We'll do a better job. I'll do it. I got it. I got it. I got it, folks. We'll get there. We'll get there. All right, so this is going to... Why is it not loading anything? The bar's not even loading. That's a concern. I'm gonna... What the hell does that say? It's like a little N on my screen. That's weird. Alright, I'm gonna kill out Flight Sim and try this again. Like, it's not even loading. There's like the loading bar is empty. That's the first. Alright, let that reset itself. Let's try this again. Let's see. Already setting this in before heading out of Boston is wicked. Let's see. Irish, can we get a 350 in the Flylex fleets? We do have 350. We have the 900. Yeah, the 900's in there, and the 777s are in there too. The freighter version, and the 200, I think, right? Irishman, I think we have those two already in there. Did your session? Yeah, yes. Continue. All right, here we go. Now the bar is loading. That was weird. I might have started it too soon. I may have started it a little too soon. Truth is, my mother thinks I sound really Wisconsin now. You know, so I lived in Fargo, North Dakota, for many years. Well, around that area for many years. And a coworker says I sound very North Dakotan. Or no, he says I sound Canadian. I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't know if I sound Canadian. I'm sure I have a Midwestern accent. But, you know, so we moved to Minnesota, North Dakota when I was around like 10 or so. And so I spent the majority of my life there. I would come back every summer when I was younger to Chicago up until I was 18 to visit family, and I would stay out in the Chicagoland area for the entire year, or summer. And all was great with it. And then we eventually moved here as well. But she's, that coworker says I sound Canadian. So P2, do I sound Canadian? Let's see. So we land at runway 22. We'll probably depart runway 22. Well, actually, I did see... What did I see? They were landing... I'm not quite sure. Let's park here. Let's park there. All right, this is going to take a moment, folks, so please bear with me. There's one thing everyone keeps forgetting about scheduled flights. Irishman's about to educate us. Education, they say. Let me launch up FSU IPC as well. Okay, got that connected because that'll be the next thing I forget. And like I said, this is going to take just a few moments to load on up. So please bear with me, I apologize. So this is technically with United in APL, but since we're doing the 350, United doesn't have 350, so I just named it Delta. The 359, and we did 21 for the last flight, so I'm going to stay flight level 210. I like that one. That worked out pretty well, I think. Alright, let's call it Delta, DAL. And the 350 Delta. And runway 22 right's what they're saying for departure out of Boston. I'm really disappointed I didn't get to go to Expo last year because I wanted to go to Boston. I really, really did. We're gonna fly into Boston and then we're gonna go down to Rhode Island. I was really excited about it, but you know, things didn't work out, unfortunately. But I do want to go to Providence and I want to go to Boston one time. It looks like just a fun city to go to. Just a fun trip. So one of these days I want to go there. It's not terribly far from where I am. You know, I think we were looking at it. It's like a... What was it? Like, it was like a 12-hour drive, I think it was. Out of the Chicago area. I think it was 12 or 14 or something. That was to Providence. So it'll be a little longer to Boston. I always forget just how much closer we are to the East Coast ever since we moved to the Chicagoland. You sound Canadian a little red. A little. The planes stay at, hold on. The planes stay at where they have landed, so pilots could use that to their advantage, so as there are so many planes. Ooh, Irishman's giving us tips. Tips. I like it. I'm honored that you named the flight after me. Time to go for real. Happy landings. Thanks for coming in, Delta. Have a great Sunday. Thanks for coming in as always. Have fun clearing out your snow. The joys of living in the Midwest, right? My mom was telling me yesterday, she's like, you know, we should all just move somewhere where there's, you know, somewhere south where there's no snow. And she said, let's move to Arizona. I was like, hell no. I don't mind the snow. I don't mind the snow, honestly. I very much dislike the cold. And we don't get crazy cold here in Illinois. We don't really get that crazy cold. Up in Minnesota where I was before, like, it was cold as hell. You know, minus, you know, 10 below all the time. P2 probably knows what cold is. You know, today out here, it looks cold. It's 30 degrees out, though. You know, and I guess to some people it's gonna be like, holy crap, it's really cold. But I don't know. I don't think 30 is like crazy cold. I feel it's just cold, you know. And like, but that's a very subjective thing. Love the Midwest, but I hate the winter season. It's snowing now in New York. Oh, is it now, Master Copy? Yeah, you're supposed to. I think you're gonna get what we got. It probably won't be as bad. It probably won't be as bad as what we got, but maybe, I don't know. You all get some you get hit hard. You all have been getting, the last several years have been getting hit with some nasty winters. Nasty, nasty winters on the East Coast. So I guess it's our turn now in the Midwest to finally get some snow. I was joking with my, I don't know who it was, my mom or something. I was like, yeah, you know, it's going to snow today and then be gone tomorrow. This is one of the few times where actually it's probably going to be sticking for most of the year now. Yeah, I expect another inch of snow today. Another inch of snow today. But that big storm has finally passed. And we're in the 20% of snow. We got a 45% chance on Friday. But other than that, should be alright. And this is my only really complaint with the 350 as well, is it just takes a long time to compile. But it's no big deal. I want to give, again, the fair assessment here. The fair assessment. So the next flight we're doing is Boston to Newark. So this is the return flight. We're going to see how things work out with that. I feel more confident in my startup procedures with this plane now. So we'll see. Got a cargo plane there from Midlife Rex. Misty Apex is down there as well. Thanks for coming in, RJ. Always glad to have you here. So we're going to do just these 2 flights today, and then we'll be back on the stream tomorrow. I don't know what time, though. I might do an afternoon stream tomorrow. I might do a little later start tomorrow. We'll kind of see how things play out. So I'll get you all posted in Discord once that all happens, but you'll definitely do a stream tomorrow. And then nothing on Tuesday and maybe Wednesday. We'll kind of see how Wednesday plays out. Wednesday's my next doctor's day. So there's a 50-50 chance that I'll be okay, and a 50-50 chance that I'll, you know, have a crappy day because of you know, what happens. So kind of see how it all plays out. But Thursday I should be able to stream, and maybe Friday, but definitely not next Saturday, and I probably not next weekend at all, honestly, unless there's something big that happens. You know, if the 737 PMG 737 does come out sometime next week, then I guess I'll have to stream that one a bit. But we'll kind of see how it all works out. I love the snow and the deep winters. I don't like the summers. You don't like the summers, P2? That's interesting. Don't like the summers. I don't like the summers, I guess. I can agree with you in that. I like the spring and the fall. Summers are just stupid hot. Stupid hot. And you know what? It cost me so much money to run to AC. Like, I already looked at the estimation for this month with gas and... Oh, got the Kodiak. Or no, what is that? No, the 208, sorry. With gas and electricity, it's actually cheaper. It's cheaper to run those two things than it is to just run AC in the summertime for me. That's crazy. Got the snow plow out there again. Oop. Okay. Let the sim settle down. Let the sim settle down. Let's give us a chance to get New Sky going while that's doing his thing. Okay, so here's New Sky. So what Irishman was talking about was scheduled flights. So you go to My Airline. Here's FlyLex. And, oh, hold on. What am I doing? My Flights. Book a flight. And then here's scheduled passenger flights. So you have to put in PANC, or you have to put in Yellowknife as your departure arrival, you know, for that. How come I don't have scheduled flights in here? Oh, no, sorry, that's incorrect. Book a flight, and then you can schedule a passenger flight. No, hold on, what happened? Why isn't this working, Irishman? What did I do wrong? Schedule passengers. There's no flights today. I think I did something wrong. Anyways. Okay, so we're going to be doing... Oh, shoot, I forgot to change the call signs. Oh, no, I did. I did that right. Okay, never mind. Okay. 1695. We are departing from Boston. And we're going to Newark. Oh, you haven't activated them yet. Okay, okay. And then the 350, we have the 900 available here in New Sky. Okay, there we go. And 35. I'm going to push this back just a little bit. I don't trust myself, so I'm going to go 45. All right, and then we can hit book flights. So newsky.app to download this app here. It's completely free. And go to search airlines, and then you can find us if you scroll on down here, or you can search for us. But we are moving on way up. 216 total flights in the last 30 days. I think that's how it does it, right? That's a lot of flights. And 77% of our pilots have completed a flight in the last 30 days. We have 22 pilots on board. Our average score is 9.55. But you can also search up here for FlyLex, and then join our virtual airline. Cool, grand, beautiful. And my flights, and then we can go ahead and start this flight. Oh, I gotta be in the sim first. Okay, I gotta hit the button. Jump into the cockpit. Okay, now we can go to New Sky and hit the button. Whoopsh. And there you go. That's it. Hide New Sky until you're done with your flight. Get it done. All right, let me launch up BeyondATC. And let's see. So looking really good here right now. Right, performance is great. I think it was BeyondATC that's causing problems. I'm gonna go ahead and reduce traffic a little bit more. It's set at 4. I'm gonna drop it down to 3. And I'm also gonna tweak a little bit the departures and arrivals en route. I had all that stuff moved up, but since they apparently had that stuff fixed, maybe. Oh shoot! Give me altitude of 16. Well, shoot, I forgot to change the altitude for this flight. So we had 16,000 feet. Okay, so what was I going to do first? I wanted to go down here, and I wanted to check the options real quick. So instant, I did want to, let's see, it's on GPU. Okay. I want to see if there's a way to turn off that beacon light thing. Instant, Navigraph, auto saves disabled. Display refresh, seats, captain, equipment, printer. I can just turn that off. I don't care about that. External stuff, jamming. I already did that. Sounds, callouts, volume. So you can't turn the beacon light thing off, huh? Third party. And then, let's see, here we go. Simulation, AP disconnect protection, yes. Pause the top of the set, no. Auto GPS disco, no. I don't want that. That's what I think I'm looking for. Auto import step climbs off. Max compressions 2. Performance mode, what does that mean? Okay, I think we got that fixed. Okay, so now let's go over here and, oh, that's not what I want. I'm gonna go here and this guy, import this dude. Okay, that guy's doing his thing. Let's go up here at the top then, and let's get our pumps pumping. GPU, or sorry, IRSs, aligning. All right, here let's go beacon. Nav's already on. That's on. Wing light, we're gonna hold for the beacon for a little bit. That's already armed. Master switch is on. And start. That's why they're not showing up, Irishman says. I don't like summer, and I don't mind paying high taxes in the right places. I know I'm weird. You can't turn off the beacon light. Oh, you can't turn that off? New Sky can detect when you don't have on the beacon light. Oh, the New Sky I don't care about. It's just I don't want it to disconnect the APU. There we go. Okay, cool. I just didn't want this plane to disconnect the APU. That's all. The New Sky part is fine. Load sheet. Let's import it. Set. Instant refill. 324 on the passenger count. Let's go on down here. And let's go to init. Request it. And then insert. Copy the wind. Or company wind. Insert. Okay, we want to go over to fuel and load. And we can go here. And we can go enter. And then 324 passengers. Cool. Clear, 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 and one more. Okay, and then we can go over to performance, but before we pop in that stuff, let's go over here and go to takeoff, and we're going to sync this with SimBrief, sync this over here, and then send this over. Let's get BeyondATC. Boston clearance low from Delta 1695 Heavy, ready for IFR clearance to Newark. And we can send this over to the FMS. We can now confirm that. I'm going to bring this up on this side, because we'll have to reconfirm it again. Init. Or sorry, flight plan. 3615. Cool. Climbing via the SID, so I'm going to go and put in 16 since we're going low and slow apparently. I forgot to change the altitude. Runway 22 right's what we're expecting. Departure. R7, welcome in. And runway 22 right. Runway 22 right, good. The SID is the PAT 7. That's PAT 6.
Ground 121.9er when ready for pushback or engine start.
Where the hell's 7 at?
Heavy.
That's weird. Okay, we'll do 6, I guess. Alright, arrival. Runway 29 as of right now. The Flossie 4. Via Neil. Or Nelly, sorry. Insert, confirm. That's all good. Perfect, beautiful, grand. Clear. Oh, clear. Okay, that's all set. Alright, I think we're cooking, folks. Let's go up here. And we're going to go ahead and APU is available. That's perfect. Let's go on down here. Let's go to do what? I want to disconnect the APU. Ground. Disco. Perfect. Boston ground, Delta 1695 Heavy, ready for pushback and engine start. Okay, let's do this.
Delta 1695 Heavy, Boston ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face north.
Face north. North.
Pushback approved. Face north. Delta 1695 Heavy.
Alright, so we're going to push back in this direction. Enter. Release the parking brake. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Really quick, let me check something. Let's go to my game controls here. Moza. Let's go to assigned. And let me see if I have... Ah, that's why. Okay. Let's go... I switch this over to Boeing. I think it will work. Okay, I think it'll work. Okay. Request the pushback, hold, pushback commencing up here at the top. Let's go to bleed on. That's what I forgot last time. Go on down here, go to start, wait a couple seconds, and start engine number 1.
JetBlue 2040, runway 9.
Rotation's looking good. Didn't screw that up this time.
Short runway 22 right.
You need to plan for the PTV when landing. Oh boy, if you can teach me through chat, then sure. I've never set up the BTV. Never set it up before. So if you can teach me in chat, I'm happy to try. I'm happy to try. Alright, push back looking grand. I don't think the sounds are terrible. Alright, performance is, I would say, slightly better with the BeyondATC traffic lower. Slightly better. Now, we flew out of Boston last time, and we had traffic stuck, didn't we? Alright, engine number 2's next, down over here. And go over to this guy. Default, confirm. Let's bring this back to FMS 2. Okay, good, grand. Flaps. Flaps 1. Arm the spoilers. Let's see if my taxi light switch works. Nope. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Taxi. Engine number 2 is coming on next. I'll have to see if I can get my light switches to work. When you're close to EWR, arm your doors. Arm your doors. How do you arm your doors? Doors. How do you arm your doors? Arm closed. These two are saying they're closed.
JetBlue 2040. Contact Boston Tower 132.
Says never mind. Okay, available. We're good to go. Boston ground, Delta 1694 heavy rated taxi to the active. Yeah, let's see. It looked like it was armed in the blue,
Delta
right?
1695 heavy. Runway 22 right, taxi via Alpha.
All right, T2 right. I'll bring up the webcam. Is it working? Oh, hold on.
Hold short runway 15 right.
Whoosh.
Runway
Magic.
22 right,
All right,
taxi
webcam's
via
up for the
Alpha,
throttle
Quebec,
quadrant.
Bravo, November.
Throttle coming up.
Hold short runway 15 right, Delta 1695 heavy.
All right, looking good, looking good. Auto brakes, RTO, good to go. Up here at the top, let's go to all call. Bleeds off, master switch is off. Back on down below here, hold the takeoff config button for a couple seconds. We have, oh, what happened?
Brigade 5596.
What's not set?
5 request pushback and engine start.
Delayed takeoff,
Brickyard 5596.
throttle idle.
Boston ground. Pushback and engine start approved.
Is my throttle not set up right?
Southeast.
Okay, hold on. Might have been because I changed my configuration.
Face southeast. Brigade 5596.
Switch that back over to that. Now they're idle. Lever 2 idle. Delay takeoff for warm up. Engine number 2 low temps.
Exec jet 512.
Engine number 2 low temps.
Pushback and engine start approved.
What the hell does that mean?
Face southwest.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face southwest.
It says delay takeoff. Engine number 2 temps. RTO is armed. Alright, here's runway 15 right. We're gonna hold short.
Delta 1695
Crossing
heavy.
it.
Cross runway 15 right in November. Continue taxi via November.
Okay, now it's good to go. I guess I just hit it too early.
15 right at November. Continue taxi via November.
I gotta really bring this
1695
throttle up,
heavy.
like really far. I don't know why. Yeah, I think I just hit takeoff config too early. That's all. That's all I think. All right, come on now. Let's move plane.
Brigade 5596. Request taxi to the active.
Move your butt.
Brickyard 5596. Runway 15 right, taxi via Kilo. Alpha.
All right, we're going down to November. Slow down, slow down.
Runway 15 right, taxi via Kilo Alpha, Quebec, Bravo, Lima. Brigade 55.
So we're gonna take this all the way down. Looks like, all the way down. Like, look at this. I'm moving it, the throttle. You see how much I'm moving it? It's not even interacting. I already I configured it this morning. Look at that.
Exec jet 512. Runway 15 right, taxi via Bravo.
Look at that. It takes me all the way up there. All this. That's like an inch. I'll check it here again. But that's like an inch I have to move it.
Jet 512.
When it's full flight, it's heavy to move. Welcome in, War.
Have a good day.
Yeah, I know it takes a little bit to spool up the engines. Yeah, that I know. It's the same with like the 777. Any of the bigger, heavier, any of the biggie heavy. Oh my gosh, any of the big heavy planes. You know, fully loaded and all that jazz. This is a fully loaded flight. I bought the 350, but it doesn't spawn on the airport. Stuck loading. It does take a long time to load. It does take a long time to load the first time.
Contact tower 132.225.
Yeah,
Delta
so it does.
1695
Just be
heavy.
patient. It could take up to 10, 15 minutes, depending on your system. It could take a while. Boston Tower, Delta 1695 heavy, ready to take off runway 22 right. Alright, just really quick, let's go over here. Let's go to here, options, throttle. So you see it's down to 0 right now, so I have it set for idle. There's no reversers on this axis.
Arnhem to Bro, cleared for takeoff.
And look at this.
Delta 1695 heavy.
I guess that might have fixed it, a little bit of it. It's not as bad. Okay. Yeah, that helped a little bit. I don't know why. I guess resetting my... changing the settings from my... in my control panel. Might have broke it. Okay. Alright, and we need landing lights on. Landing lights on. I like how it only has one switch for landing lights. Alright, there's Misty Apex. There's Golf out there in the distance. Let's bring up those throttles. Where's my, there's main throttle, I guess. I can't find... There it is. There's man Lex. Let's go fly. That's really high. Or something got goofed up with my configuration. I didn't save it. Oh, because I did not save it because of, I bet you that's what happened. The WASM folder. Alright, the wind's got a crosswind here. The WASM folder didn't save the settings, I think, for the throttle. Misty Apex is taking off the same time we are.
V1.
Rotate. Positive rate. Gear going up. It handles really nicely, I feel now. I remember when it first came out, I liked the departure handling, but the landing I didn't like. I feel like that's much, much better now. Much, much better. Alright, climb mode.
Contact Boston departure. Delta 1695 heavy. Boston departure. Delta 1695 heavy.
Alright,
Wind
following the
speed
Pat 7 departure.
1800.
Although it said Pat 6. Oh, it's because yeah, the WASM folder also is why I don't have the latest Navigraph data. That's why. Okay, I gotta remember that. When you clear out the WASM folder, you also gotta redo your Navigraph stuff and apparently your throttle.
1695 heavy.
Alright, now I know. Now I know. I forget about that kind of stuff. Alright, 3,000 feet. How the heck are you way that far up there, Midlife Rex? You're like in a little 320. A little prop plane. Alright, flaps going up. Spoilers are disarmed. I gotta get the spoilers arm button to work here on this plane with the Moza, or with all the planes. I've been having a hard time getting that to work. I might have to use like Mobiflight, because the default buttons don't seem to want to work properly with them. Alright, coming up on 5,000. Zoom in a little bit closer. There we go. Okay, 5,000 feet. Very, very good. Okay, so that Boston was significantly better with the 350. So we'll see if Newark is just as good. Newark was a little bit questionable with performance. I think the performance is substantially... I'd say it's better. I wouldn't say substantially better. I'd say it's better. But... I don't think it's on the same level as other aircrafts. But IniBuilds has made some progress, so that's the good news. This should just default to dark mode. Whoever doesn't bright and light mode is crazy. 7,000 feet. I'll wait like 20 minutes, then don't have the best system. Strobes on. Yeah. Yeah, strobes are on. Yep, all on. Taxi lights are on.
Boston Center, Delta 1695 Heavy, through 7,500 for 10,000 feet direct throw.
Yeah, if you wait just a little bit, be patient with it. Just be patient with it. Let's see. Why not use one of the buttons to toggle arms? I do. I have a button for arms, but there's a D-dent on the Moza MTQ. There's a D-dent up here. If I can get that to work, that'd be kind of cool. It'd be a nice visual reference to see if I have it. I know this says most planes have the visual as well, but it'd be also nice just to have a physical. So that's the only reason. Again, it's not the end of the world. It is what it is. I'm not like crazy about it. All right, come up on 10,000 feet. Let's go and get those landing lights off. Taxi lights are off. Cool. We're only climbing to 16,000 feet on this flight because I was an idiot and I didn't program it properly with SimBrief. Jesus, look at that. Let's clear out that real quick. Look at this. There's that storm. There's a storm that Master Copy's about to get. Look at that, folks. The weather. The weather. Jesus. And those flights into and out of and into Chicago yesterday were really, really cool. Really, really cool. Scary as heck, but cool. Could it be that the EWR, your sim, is also loading New York scenery and maybe JFK? And yeah, it could be that, but I can do other aircrafts and get better performance. Yeah, I think it's that. But yeah, it is definitely that too. There's a lot going on in that area for sure. Okay, so we should be on the ground here in about 50 minutes. 50 minutes, really? Seems kind of long. That's what APL's telling me, at least. What's 1626? Okay, so about 40 minutes. About 40 minutes. Look at that. Jesus. It's a fun plane. I will say that. I've always said that the 350 has always been a fun plane. My gripes have always been just the performance and the concern for WASM crashes. You know, thankfully I don't fly anything crazy long. An hour and a half max is my flights. But yeah, I'm happy to say that this is better. Oh, we have a strong headwind. That's why. Yep, 61 knots right now. So it's only gonna get higher. Yeah, okay, that's what's slowing us down here. I was like, wait a second. It's a short flight. It's it's like 200 nautical miles with the Sidon Star. And the other flight seemed like it was much faster. We get the whole flight done and started this one all within an hour and 50 minutes. So, and that's with the 10-minute load. Alright, we're up to 16,000. Dang, I wish I could probably ask BeyondATC. Well, I can ask them to climb to 210, I suppose, right? Let's ask him. Boston Center, hello from Delta 1695 Heavy. We're looking to see if we can climb up to flight level 210. Should be able to get this. No. Oh, they're not supported. I thought you could. It says there's an option for it. Altitude changer is not supported at this time. Unable. But it says request altitude change. I swear I've done altitude changes before with BeyondATC. We'll try again here in a second. Maybe it's because I was still I was over the Boston Center, so I should have been able to. I'll try it here in a second again.
Delta 1695 Heavy, Boston Center, roger.
Yeah, it says request altitude change. Boston Center, Delta 1695 Heavy, looking to climb up to flight level 210.
Delta 1695 Heavy, unable your flight is to the southwest. And
Oh, I have to do
level
even.
210 is an odd-numbered flight level. Please take an
I forgot about that. Yeah, we're going southwest. How about we request flight level 200?
Delta 1695
There we go.
Heavy, roger. Climb maintain flight level 200.
Climb maintain flight level 200, Delta 1695.
All right, we're climbing up 200, folks. We're doing it. I was like, I know I've done it before. I know I've done it before. Do I have to change it here? Top, oh no, it automatically did it. Okay, cool. Nice. Let's see. Newark is far enough. I don't know why SimBrief set it so low. Yeah, I don't know why it did either, RJ. I caught it the first flight, so I changed it up to 210. But this one I forgot. Finally took off in the iFly. Chicago to Newark. Ooh, nice. Let me know. Let us know in Discord, or you're probably not going to be landed by the time. Let's see, Chicago to Newark. Yeah, you definitely probably won't be on the ground by the time this flight ends, but.
Boston Center, copy.
Oh, let me check. Let me fix Volanta up there. Thank you for that. Let me change Volanta. Update Volanta. Jeez, look at the weather. Okay, there we go. Boston and Newark. Let's check out Windy real quick yesterday. Yeah, Midway had nasty weather yesterday for sure. Yeah, I live in the Chicagoland area, so I was actually in it in real life. Let's check out the weather. The weather. So here's what the weather, real world. This is real world weather right now. Oh yeah, so there, Boston's just about to get hit with it, with the storm.
W2040, Boston Center.
They're just about to get hit with the storm.
Climb and
Newark.
maintain flight level 300.
Yeah, looks like we'll be hitting it. Yeah, the METAR's updating. Broken clouds at 300. Yeah, we're about to get hit. We're gonna go into it within Newark here. That's gonna be fun. That'll be fun. So can we? I thought we could do this rain and thunder. Let's see. Boston's getting rain.
Boston Center, Supercharge 5596, good day.
DC's getting rain. We got rain and snow here. So we might hit some of the rain, snow. We might hit some of the snow coming on into Newark.
Bridgeyard 5596.
We might.
Contact Boston Center,
How's the winds?
133.325. Take care.
4 knots. Okay, the winds are calm, so winds aren't too bad. Temperatures 38. How's P2 looking up here? P2's up in Toronto. Toronto. Where are we at here? Oh, P2's getting some of it right now. Here's a big one that he missed, looks like. Looks like it must have been moving northeast. I got hit with it yesterday. It was over here. Got a little bit here. Canada's getting... Look at that. Canada's getting this nasty-ass storm up here. Maine's getting hit pretty hard. Look at that. The entire state of Maine, Connecticut, getting hit with it hard. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. We got a little strip down here. Jesus, the weather. The weather. Did a BWI. So, is it good now? Kobe. I think it's improved. I think it's improved. If you own it, obviously fly it. If you don't own it, the price tag is substantially better than what it was, so it might be worth the purchase. Understand, though, that the performance may not be as good as other aircrafts, though, in terms of airliners. It still may not be at that level, but it's better. It's better. It's a fun plane to fly. I always said it's been a fun plane to fly. You know, it might actually fly it more often. I might actually fly it more often. The performance is better. There's no doubt about it. It's like sleet, freeze, and rain. It's getting hit hard. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so we might have to. We might end up with some of that weather. one of my favorite things with this aircraft is you have the terminal charts right here, which is really cool. Now I don't have it, I don't think, because I didn't. Yeah, I don't have it because I didn't set up. I did a WASM folder delete, and I forgot to. Reset up Navigraph for this flight, so we won't have that for this flight. But that's all right. That's all right. Let's see. 1622 for the arrival, descent at 1602, so in about 13-ish minutes or so we should be on the descent. And I'm assuming we'll get our landing relay instructions soon. Pretty soon here. Okay, I'm gonna step away for just a few moments here, and then we'll come on back. Hopefully I don't miss anything. We'll look on the outside here as we fly on out. I love that you can custom the sounds, you know, for each stage. I think that's always cool. Okay, be right back.
Contact Boston approach, JetBlue 1954. November 222 November Delta. Descend via Dreamtree arrival. Lawrence G. Hanscom Field landing runway 11. Altimeter tree 035. Descend via Dreamtree arrival. Lawrence G. Hanscom Field landing runway 11. Altimeter tree 035. November 222 November Delta. November 222 November Delta. Contact Hanscom approach 122.9 or 5. Have a good day. Contact Hanscom approach November 222 November Delta. JetBlue 2966. Contact Boston approach 120.6.
Contact Boston approach. JetBlue 2966, see you.
November 2383 X-ray. Resume own navigation.
Roger, resume own navigation. November 2383 X-ray.
Delta 1695 Heavy. Contact Boston Center 2765.
Contact Boston Center 2765, Delta 1695 Heavy. Boston Center, Delta 1695 Heavy, flight
All right.
level 196.
How we doing? Looking good. Looking good. Top descent in about 10 minutes or so. So, Irishman put in our news, our FlyLex information. Come join our virtual airline with Sky. Or sorry, with New Sky. Visit newsky.app to download our free career mode. And don't forget, we have our contest. Contest starting tomorrow. Lucky winner will win whatever the prize is, to be announced later on. I think you'll love it, though. I think it's going to be great. It's obviously flight sim related, but it's going to be a really cool really cool prize. But you have to depart or land at one of these two airports. And the most flights that a pilot does with that will win the prize. And this is for the month of December, and it has to be New Sky flights. So, Anchorage and Yellowknife are the two airports. Anchorage, right? Be sure to check out the New Sky feed for the latest info on the upcoming contest. I'm interested in why my light switches don't work. I'm really surprised because IniBuilds typically has, you know, default stuff.
Expect flow C4, runway 22 left.
Runway change. We'll expect flow Z4, runway 22 left, Delta 1695 heavy.
Delta 1695.
It's really having a hard time hearing me.
Verify instruction.
We'll expect flow Z4, runway 22 left, Delta 1695 heavy. 22 left.
Delta
Again, what the hell?
1695 heavy. Verify instruction.
I'm gonna try Flossie. We'll expect Flossie 4, runway 22 left, Delta 1695 heavy. There we go. I didn't like Flossie. 22 left for the arrival. Thankfully, that's an ILS. Cool. Top descent is in about 8 minutes. About 8 minutes. Okay, so let's go over here. We're gonna go to runway 22 left. Approach is an ILS. The star is the Flossie 4. Transition is Nelly. Temporary. Insert. You saw me insert this time, so... Here it is. Looks like it's in there now. Last time I did that and didn't do it. Alright, let's put in the approach information. So, approach. The winds are 230 at 9. 230, enter. 9, enter. The temperature is 6, enter. The QNH is 3027, enter. And the minimums are going to be 211, enter. Cool. Alright, that's all set in the box, good to go. Let's go put this to standard pressure. I forgot about doing that earlier. Alright, looking good, looking good. Let's see, and no, you can't fly back and forth between the two. Gonna have to work for it. That means I'm not gonna participate. Plus, I can't win my own prize, can I? Although, to be fair, I did win a free copy of Cabby. I've won a free copy of Cabby here on the stream. That was fun. So Jay says he's going to teach me how to do the BTV. So for those who don't know how to do it, oh, here we go. After you set up your approach details, go to your plan mode, zoom in until you see KEWR. Okay, so we'll go to plan mode. And then we're going to zoom in. There's our airport there. So here's the... How do we get over there? So you have to click on these guys, right? Alright, there's our airport. Zoom in. Alright, approach map is loading. Our airport map is loading, it says. Loading the airport map. It says airport map loading. This better not be a WASM crash, folks. It's working really hard. Okay, there you go. Okay, so we zoomed in. Could not load the FlyLex livery on the iFly. All I get is a skeleton of the aircraft. Uh-oh. Probably missing a step in the process. Switch to plane mode and zoom all the way in. Zoom range. It won't work. It won't work. Hold on. It won't work if you're not signed in. Oh, okay. It's not going to work because of Navigraph.
Contact Boston.
Yeah, I didn't load Navigraph. I forgot to load it after WASM crash, so it's not going to work.
Have a good day.
Keep zooming in.
Boston Center, Delta 1695 heavy.
All right, here I am zoomed in.
200.
And then what happens? Here's 22 left. And then we can pick one of these guys, so exit Echo. Add cross, add flag, map data. What do we do? Find the dry line. the dry line. The heck's that? Set landing runway. You have to choose. Hold on now. You have to choose the exit after the dry line. Oh, dry, right there. Okay. November.
Have a good day.
Set BTV exit.
Boston Center, Delta 1695 Heavy.
Is that it?
Good day. Flight level 200.
Unset. Is that all I had to do?
Delta 1695 Heavy, Boston Center.
Yeah, I set up the approach. So that's it, right? I just had to select the BTV. Now press auto brake button. Button has been pressed. Button is pressed. I pushed the auto brake button. Then click RTO. Alright, I hit the RTO button. Is that it? The plane's gonna slow on down and then exit us? Yep, you have PTV on your primary flight display. There you go. Okay, so it's working now, huh? Oh, right there, PTV. Or BTV, sorry, BTV. Okay, cool. So I switch that back to ARC. And then zoom this guy back out. Okay. Okay. Thank you all. I guess we have it working. If we actually land. Let's see if I can do a better job. Okay, so at 50, you're saying at 50? At 50 feet is when I pull back? It says, okay, so yeah, I see that, where your speed is, yep. Cool. Okay, thank you for that. Thanks for the tips, guys. Much appreciated. I'll see if I remember that for future flights. That's why I love streaming. It's great because I can learn it, but it's also great for everyone else can learn it too. You know, it's a flight sim so much about community. It's about us working together to figure things out, teaching each other, right? I think it's super important. War says, hello there, I'm back, and now I've loaded 15 minutes later, but my joystick and throttle quadrants aren't working. I also turned on external power, and I don't have an iPad. Uh-oh. And you're talking about the 350, huh? That sounds like a WASM crash. Sounds like a WASM. So you're saying, like, this screen doesn't show up? Or it shows up, but there's nothing on it? Aircraft will slow down to the exit. I normally set to 2 exits after the dry line. Oh, 2 exits. Okay, interesting. Okay, I see. So the plane will slow down. Gotcha.
Center on 134.3, Delta 1695 Heavy. Take care. Boston Center, Delta 1695 Heavy. Flight level 200.
Aircraft won't turn on.
Delta 1695
Do you have this screen showing on? Is this on? Like, does it show up? I think it shows up typically on this screen. Does any of this work? I want to say it was Newark the last time I was here. One of the last times I was here where BeyondATC lost me on the approach. Okay, so you can see this, but it doesn't turn on. I would recommend restarting the sim. I'm guessing that's a WASM crash. Because by default, it loads in with the... I think it loads in with the GPU connected. I would restart the sim. You can restart the flight, but I would restart the sim. It shouldn't take as long, though. It shouldn't be close to as long as it was for the last one. Because now all the things loaded in. Now it should be a much faster load. So it should be like a typical load time.
Delta 1695 Heavy, after Kingston, cleared via Flossy 4, pilot's discretion descend and maintain 13,000 feet.
Alright, after IGN, clear for the Flossy 4. Instead of maintain 13,000, clear for ILS 22 left. Or sorry, clear for runway 22 left.
Pilot's discretion descend and maintain 13,000.
Okay, there's IGN.
Liberty landing runway 22
Okay,
left.
cool.
Altimeter 3029er, Delta 1695 Heavy.
And I'm gonna go ahead and put in 7,000 because I crank. That's right up here somewhere. Yeah, I think it's right there. Yeah, right there. We're gonna be at 7,000. So I'm gonna put in 7,000 in the box. We'll wait a couple seconds here and then we'll start it. Let's see. You may have the FB set to load in real time. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that might be it too. And then P2 says, Irish, if you're here, I asked a question in New Sky channel about demand. Irish, P2 has a demand for you. That's all I read with it. So what he means is that the 350 can take a while to load in if you have it in real time. It can take a few minutes for it to all load in, like all the to power all on. So you hit the buttons at the top, right? You hit the power buttons, right? External power 1 and 2. You hit those buttons, and it takes a while for the plane to start on up. You know, to load in power into all the systems. So that's what I think that's what he means. I think that's what Jay means. I think it's more of a WASM crash, personally. I have it set. I have set things to instant on the FB. Yeah, I think it comes default though to instant. Maybe I'm incorrect on that, but I think it does start defaults to instant. Which means that it should be. Again, I think it's a WASM crash that he's having right now. I would try to restart the entire sim. But again, it won't take as long as the last one. How do you do instant? You have to do it on the EFB, but if you can't get into the EFB, so you have to go into your EFB here, go to options, and then over here on the left hand side, which one is it? Aircraft? Yeah, so you do instant here. Instant for the IRS. And then there is instant for the boot time right here. Instant for the EFB. But you have to be able to see the EFB here. So you don't see that. That's why I think it's a WASM crash. So yeah, just try to restart and see if that fixes it. It's a known issue with the... You know, where I work, we say... Whenever there's something wrong, we always say it's just a known issue. We joke about that all the time. It's a known issue.
Kronos 35 Boston Center. Expect visual approach. Runway 19er.
We spend hours on forums. If it wasn't for you guys, thanks so much. Hey, we're happy to help you. Again, this is why I love doing live streams. People can come in and hopefully get some help with some problems. You know, as a community, we'll figure it out. And then also, y'all taught me how to do this BTV today. That's really cool. Really simple. I think I did it once before, actually. But a long time ago. Okay, let's go ahead and start our descent then. We see that in software engineering too. I can see a P2 in IT support. Have you tried to unplug it and plug it back in? Can you take a screenshot for me? I got the 350 for 40 bucks on Black Friday. Oh yeah, I think 40 bucks is a steal for this aircraft. It has its issues from time to time, but 40 bucks is a win. The initial price of like 70 bucks, I think people have questioned that price tag. Especially what was available. P2 says, I'm not in IT support. Used to be a developer, now I'm the manager. So I used to work at a bank. I used to work at a bank, and I was in the banking online support. Okay. I thought the position was people calling me and having issues with certain features not working, or other bank representatives calling me and asking me questions about the bank and online banking options. My job 98% of the time was customers calling me, and I'm telling them to clear your cache in Internet Explorer or Chrome or Firefox, whatever the hell you used. I was pretty much troubleshooting people having trouble getting access to the online banking or resetting their password. That was what my job was 98% of the time. It was so frustrating. I'm like, y'all can't like figure out your stuff. And some people would call and I'd have to do like a complete Windows problem solving for them.
Contact New York Center 13, 2.6 Chronos 35.
It's crazy. Then is when I was like, I can never ever do customer support over the phone. Never. It was so frustrating. What flight are you doing now? Up at the top, you can see up there, it's Boston to Newark. Boston to Newark. It's a fun little flight.
Boston Center, United 22 Heavy.
Ooh, Miss the Apex, you're in the 737-800? Really? Nice.
United 22 Heavy, Boston Center.
Miss the Apex is the undercover PMDG beta tester. Live here on stream.
Delta
I'm joking,
1695 Heavy. Contact New York
I don't want people
Center
questioning them.
2.6.
Altimeter
Contact New York Center
325, 3025, sorry.
1695 heavy. See you.
Yeah, that sounds like IT
New
support.
York Center,
I never
Delta
did support,
1695
thankfully.
heavy.
Worked in 3
Sending
countries,
via
India,
close
US, now
report,
Canada.
16,900
All in development.
feet.
I'm on call, though, sometimes, but for engineering. Oh, I would never, on call, I'd never want to be on call. RJ says yes. I can't wait for it, I'm excited. I'm really excited. I really like the
Runway 19 Chronos
the NGs. They're fun planes. I'll likely be flying it when it's out for a while. I'll probably shelf all the other planes for a little bit. Be flying the NGs as long as it's stable and good, right? Which I'm sure it will be. It's PMG. Alright, we're definitely higher than we should be right now. So I'm gonna go to manual. I'm gonna go to manual altitude. We're gonna go to VS and we're gonna get us down. We're awfully high and I also feel like we're awfully fast. I'm gonna go to approach mode as well, slow us down. Slow it down. See, I got my 350 by chance, bought it on the the Microsoft store when they had put it out for like 5 hours by mistake. Then they took it down. They refunded it the same day, but I still kept it. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Now that's the way to go. That's awesome.
Contact Newark approach, Delta 1695 heavy. Have a good day. Newark approach.
That's a win.
Delta 1695 heavy. Good day.
I'm jealous.
1,600 feet. We have November on board.
Delta 1695 Heavy Newark approach. Altimeter 3027. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 22 left.
Altimeter 3027. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 22 left.
So I
Delta
finished
1695
yesterday.
heavy.
I finished. I was watching that The Beast in Me show on Netflix,
Delta 1695 Heavy. Descend
and really good. A really good show. It's a mini series. It's like 8 episodes.
6,000. Altimeter
Very, very good show.
3027.
You know, it's a
1695
drama,
heavy.
crime, thriller kind of show. Very, very good. And after I finished that up, I decided to finally start watching season 2 of Wednesday. And I liked season 1. Season 1 was really good. Jenna Ortega, she plays the same character and everything. I think it's because she's been typecasted, right? But she's a good Wednesday. She's a very good Wednesday. You know, she's very direct with the face. She just plays a very good Wednesday. I think going from Christina Ricci over to Ortega, I think worked out really well. You know, she just kind of looks like she'd be a Wednesday. But season 2 is pretty boring. I ain't gonna lie. I watched only the first 3 episodes, and I'm like, I don't know if I can continue this. I'm really not. I don't know if I'm. I don't know if I'm all that interested in the rest of it.
Leave Sparta heading 125.
Leave Sparta heading 125. Heading 125. Okay.
Leave Sparta heading 125.
Let's see. Istanbul. Oh, you know, long haul with News Guy. Nice. When he moved the body to a room, that was total. Oh yeah, that was awful. Irishman. Yeah, that was crazy. Very good show. That's one of the best shows I watched all year. It was well done. Very well done. All right, coming up on 10,000 feet.
Delta 1695 heavy. Turn left. Heading 135.
135 on the heading.
3,300. Vectors for the approach.
135. That seems like a weird heading.
Turn left, heading 135. Descend, maintain 3,300. Delta 1695.
3,300. I'm gonna go down to 3. That seems like a weird vector.
Delta 1695 heavy. Descend, maintain 2,100 feet.
All right, did I get landing lights on yet?
Descend, maintain 2,100
Landing lights,
feet.
taxi lights
Delta
are on for the
1695
approach.
heavy.
I'm a little concerned about this turn. I don't know if this heading makes sense, but okay. Yeah, that was a good show. There's another show a coworker told me to watch. I might watch that one. I might just say the hell Wednesday. Kind of bored with it. Although, what's her name? Eva Green's in it as well, and I haven't seen her yet. Billy Piper's in it too. Billy Piper was good. Her character is good. Just the story's kind of boring. Season 2, I like binged it in 2 days or so. But or season 1, sorry. Season 2, I'm pretty bored with it. There's a show called All Her Fault that's on Peacock I'm supposed to watch as well. So maybe I don't know. I don't like just watching part of a show and then going back to it. So I might just finish Wednesday. I'll watch it during some flights. Half paying attention to it. I don't like this heading. Oh yeah, Evergreen Crush. Yeah, she's, oh man, very. She's a good actress, and easy on the eyes, as they say. Easy on the eyes. Very much so. My wife's really big on watching. Oh shoot, what the hell is that called? There's a series she was in. There's like Frankenstein's in it. I can't remember what it's called now. But anyway, we watched the first season of that show, and then something else came up, and we never watched the second season. Dang, what the heck's it called? Shoot, I gotta figure out what it's called. It's gonna bug me. Eva Green. Oh, she's French. Let's see. Oh yeah, she was in Dark Shadows too. Forgot about that. I didn't know she was French. Fascinating. What the hell is the show called? Oh, Penny Dreadful. There we go. Jeez. Penny Dreadful is what it's called. And we watched the first season. I liked it. We got to watch the second season, because after we watched Frankenstein, oh, it's a good heading. Where am I thinking? Yeah, the runway's right there. After we watched Frankenstein, we're like, oh yeah, we should watch that too. So we got to go back and watch season 2. I think she's watched Penny Dreadful a couple times now. But I liked it. We also had oh, that was So I was telling a coworker about like the arguments my wife and I have. We don't have like your traditional relationship fights. We have weird arguments. Like our last argument was about horror movies. And my wife doesn't like horror movies, right? Traditional horror movies like slashers, stuff like that. She doesn't like those. But we watched we watched a couple. I've made her watch a couple over this time. You know, we've been together. And so we're having this argument of like what a horror movie is, and she's saying Penny Dreadful is a horror show, and I'm like, nah, you're crazy. She was also saying Frankenstein is a horror show. I'm like, nah, you're crazy. That's not a horror movie. But then we looked up the definition, and like Google's giving me definitions, and it's like, yeah, Frankenstein's a horror movie, Penny Dreadful is a horror show. I'm like, nah, that's not right. Full of crap. But that's the arguments we have. We don't have relationship arguments. We have arguments about stuff like that. I remember we had an argument about Chris Pratt once before. You know, she's anti-Chris Pratt, and I'm like, you know, he does fine movies. His movies are fine. And she's like, I hate him. He's an awful guy. I'm like, well, maybe he is. I don't know, but his movies are fine. All right, but exit to the right. It's just funny. That's our relationship. Our arguments about stuff that makes no sense to argue about. And they're not like heated arguments by any means. Crash and Leo, welcome in. Hello, currently in interval at the 3 at... Oh, nice, nice. Thanks for coming in. My wife had me watching that. Which one, Wednesday? Heading 180. Over 180. Let's see, again, we want to be at 2,500 feet. I'm going to switch this back to 100. Go down to 250. Zap, you want to be at 2,000. Let's readjust our vertical. LS mode is on, 13 nautical miles out. There's the rain. Do the wipers work in this plane? Let's find out. Awfully fast. All right, let's slow down, slow down. I think so. Can't fully tell, but I think so. All right, spoilers are armed. Let's go and do first notch of flaps, shall we? Flaps looking good. And approach mode is armed. Waiting for the glide slope to capture. There's a localizer. Flaps 1 is huge. I also wonder, why does Airbus planes only have the 4 flaps and Boeing's have like 20,000 different flap settings? Why is that? Why is it like that? It's such a weird thing. Alright, very good flight from BeyondATC, the second flight. The first one had some technical issues, but I think part of it was the plane itself. We disconnected. I think it was not the plane's fault, it's my fault probably. But we disconnected from the flight, the star. So I'm pretty sure that was my fault. Alright, here we go, folks. 9 nautical miles out. About 170 on the speed.
Newark Tower, Delta 1695 heavy, ILS runway 22 left.
I do know the flight, but I want to save my voice because a friend and I want to do some gaming. And I just couldn't talk yesterday after streaming. Voice was killing me. Just killing me. So we're going to end it at these 2 flights today. Thank you all for coming in, of course. Airbus uses the KISS theory method, that's why. What the hell does KISS mean? You trying to kiss me, Irishman? Airbus flaps 25 is flap 3, and flap 30 is flap 4. I think flap 1 plus F is flap 5. Yeah, but why does it only have the 5, or the 4? And why does Boeing have so many? These are the questions we must ask.
2,000.
Alright, getting some starters coming on in. That's standard, though. I get those often enough. Landing gear coming down. Let's go flaps 2. I think the flap sound's kind of cool. I don't know if it's accurate, but I like the flap sound. Okay, we're going to exit to the right. Keep it simple, stupid. I gotcha. I should have known. I should have known. Keep it simple, stupid. That is true. Airbus are very simple compared to Boeing's 8,000 different things, because Airbus keeps things simple. See, that's a polite way the P2 said it, because Airbus keeps it simple. He didn't call me stupid. I know, I know, Irishman. Welcome in, 2853. So I read, I haven't responded yet, but I read about your FS HUD experience. You said you didn't like it so much, things didn't go so well. Traffic issues. That's why Airbus is superior. Listen, Irishman. I'll let you understand that you're wrong. I'll let you understand that you're wrong. Because we all know that the most dominant aircraft, or sorry, the most dominant aircraft creator is Boeing. They manufacture the best of the best. The Max, the 737, the 777, the 727, the 767, 757. The 7s are just amazing, right? The greatest planes known to mankind. The name Boeing itself, Boeing, it just bounces off your tongue. Boeing, right? Airbus, ugh. Airbus, ugh. You know? It's like when you barf, that's what Airbus sounds like. Airbus! I kid. Alright, we're 3 nautical miles out. Irishman's getting ready to hit the unsubscribe button. Who's this loser? Boeing equals Airbus bankruptcy. Alright, let's go ahead. I gotta clear out some of this so I can see what we got going on here. Alright. Runways in sight. Let's get it done, folks. Let's do a much better job of landing. I blamed the last one on P2. I watched his video. He gave me too much confidence. And now we're gonna do a better job. Bounces off like MCAS. Boeing. Yeah, right. Like 50 years back. Airbus class. Yeah, I gotta make a emote for that. Alright, looking good. 2 white, 2 red, you're all right. Oh, they definitely fixed the controls on landing. Feels so much more natural.
200. Minimum.
Landing. Alright, at 50, remember at 50.
100.
It's a big plane.
90. 80. 70. 60. 50.
Alright, 50.
40.
Let it bring it back slightly.
20. 10.
Bring it back.
5.
Ooh, Jesus. Alright, that's better. Oh, no, it wasn't. 235. Where's my reverse for not kicking in? Reverse. There we go. Okay, I can't land this plane smoothly. Apparently. 435. Ouch. Ouchie.
Delta 1695 Heavy, exit right at Victor.
Alright, right at Victor. Spoilers are off, flaps are coming up.
1695 heavy.
Landing lights are off. Welcome back to Newark. Don't mind them, Lex. They try to sell you. Boeings are more fun to fly in flight sim. I agree. Look at that. RJ is the man. Misty Apex knows what's going on in the world. He's not selling out to Airbus. You know, he's not being paid out by the Airbus people. He knows that Boeing, that is the company, the legend, the greatest airline manufacturer the world has ever seen. Planes that Boeing make don't just fall out of the sky. They don't. It's the pilots who are making them fall out of the sky, folks. Come on now. Let's get real. Let's understand where the I can't even go on. Let's understand where the world is today. The planes don't make mistakes. The pilots make the mistakes. Jesus. Let's see. It's a hard truth, but truth nonetheless. Lovely landing, P2 says. Well, solid 10 for my part in the 7378. Or 738. Nice. Got a 10 on there? Fantastic. Jay says, oh boy. All right, how are we looking here in Newark? Performance is, I would say better. I'd say better. So yeah, I think lowering the traffic with BeyondATC and maybe the WASM, I think both fixed it. I think it's better. I will confidently say the plane is better with performance. I won't say substantially still. I will say it's better now than it was in the past. It's definitely flyable now. There's 2 successful flights with the 350. It's a plane that I'll consider going back into. I'll consider going back into for sure. The plane performed great. No issues at all with it. No WASM crashes. Performance is better. Yeah, it was fun. I do want to get better at landing though. That was 2 terrible, terrible landings. Not as bad as the bouncy one we did on Friday. But very good, nevertheless. I'll give the props where they are due, and that is, I think IniBuilds did some, they did enough work to make this plane better, for sure. GPU chocks, all on board, good. External power is on, good. That's all off, fantastic. Let's go on down below here. Engine 1, 2 cutoff switches. And let's see what we got with New Sky, shall we? New Sky. We'll start there. All right, close out this flight. And we got a 972. Son of a biscuit. Why? 18,000. Jeez, this is a short hop. We made a lot of money. Must be a hard landing, I'm guessing. Yeah. So 435 on the landing. We lost a few points on that one. It worked out. It worked out. We made it safely. We made it safely with the weather. It was normal conditions. Interesting. Okay, so this is New Sky. Again, this is the last time I'll show it off for today, but New Sky is our virtual airline. Go to newsky.app, search for our airline, fly, Lex, and apply. Join our airline. We'd love to have you on board. We have a new contest starting tomorrow. Here's the rules for it. So you must be scheduled flights, depart to or fly to one of these 2 following airports. The pilots with the most flights from or to these airports throughout the month of December will win the prize. Scheduled flights only. Free flights and charter do not count. Every plane is available in our fleet. Keep that in mind. And again, newsky.app. Go to FlyLex and download it. Also visit our Discord, !Discord. Join us on there because we have our livery for FlyLex for the iFly 737 MAX and also for the FENIX 319. Coming soon would be the 321 and the 320 as well. And then we'll figure out what we're going to do after that. Probably the 777, the freighter version. Okay, in our logbook, let's check out our log. Log. Okay. 98s. All right, so it's better than the last flight. What happened? Probably the hard landing on this one, yeah. Yeah, 405. So it was a rough landing as well. I'll take it. We successfully landed. But again, performance was really, really good. My score is kind of sucking here with APL. But I got how many flights in lot? 18 flights in this week. Jesus. Did a lot of flying. You know what's funny is last week I was talking about how I'm kind of in that weird lull of having a hard time like wanting to do anything. Flight sim or just any kind of gaming. But definitely when I got this Moza MTQ, it kind of got me really excited again about flying. So we're back to flying an awful lot because I enjoy it. I did stop flying after like 5 o'clock yesterday because I was like exhausted. Just a tired day. Let's see. The truth is what RJ says. Man, OTC, it's sad that corporate greed almost destroyed Boeing. Yeah, for sure. Hey, Boeing, I found your door in my backyard. Let's not go down this road, please. It's okay, RJ. Off his meds today. Let's see. You land a 777 better than the 350? Yeah, I landed the 777 better as well. Definitely. The 777 is fantastic. I love flying it. But this 350 is fun. This 350 is fun. I think it's worth jumping back into it for those who haven't. I think it's a lot of fun to kind of get back into it. Performance, again, is better. Still, it's not quite where it's supposed to be, but, you know, it's improved. It's improved a lot, and I think it's worth the purchase, especially if it's like $40 now. It's definitely worth the purchase. I feel at $40. Initial price was where the issue was. Jay, thank you for giving me the tips on the BTV. Much appreciated. And Irishman says you only have to fly or depart from those two once. Tiebreaker will determine by flights to those two, though. Oh, interesting. Interesting. All right, folks, that's going to end it here today. Thank you all again for coming on in. Thanks for sharing your Sunday morning with me, or evening, whatever time it is of the day. We'll figure out a stream for tomorrow. I am going to work on a video to set up the Rosefire Alpha 106 with the 777, and get that posted on YouTube. And then I also have a video coming out tomorrow, so you'll be able to check that out tomorrow. And yeah, we'll see y'all Discord, and we'll see y'all tomorrow for our flights. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Take care.